Hi everyone, it's me, Eileen. I just finished taking a shower and I put my eyebrows on and came down. I don't care if I don't have makeup on, but eyebrows I care because I can't even look at myself if I have no eyebrows on, so I just don't see how anyone else can look at me. I worked out today. I've been working out actually every day for the past week, every day, but I have been working out every other day in the past month, for the past month. Last night I went to a Christmas party, and hopefully it's the last Christmas party before Christmas Day, which is the family party. I indulged, so I worked out pretty heavily yesterday during the day because last night I tried to have healthy choices. Instead of eating the starchy crackers and stuff with the cheeses and the dips and stuff, I was eating the celery, but I still had helpings of the dip and the cheeses and things like that. Not that much, but you know, I had it. I'm not supposed to. I also had pate, which this guy makes everything homemade, so every order that was there was homemade. He made the pate himself too, and it was really good. And then my girlfriends that were there, you know, they're supportive, but they sabotage without knowing it, and they kept like trying to make me taste this drink. It was like an apple cider with champagne in it or something. First of all, I don't like champagne, it makes me sick, but they're like, you have to taste it, you just have to, and they're like pouring it for me, and I'm like, so I think because I don't like champagne, it was easy to not take more than one sip. I literally had a teaspoon of it, and it was like super sweet. That would have been totally off protocol. That would have messed me up big time. I also had these, I don't really know what it was. It was some kind of cured meat that was shredded, and it was on like a piece of baguette, you know, cut baguette. I had a couple of those. So I had bread, and I had a couple of Melba toasts with the pate. I'm glad I worked out because this morning I was only up 0.4, and I pretty much think that I was retaining water with some of that because the pate was a little salty, and I know that I didn't have enough liquids yesterday. I tried to kind of jam it in when I got home and tried to just drink loads of tea and water, but I don't think I had enough. Then today we went shopping, and we ended up eating out at Buckhorn Grill again, which we go there a lot because it's quick and kids like it. And I took a picture actually on my Facebook page of the salad that I had. It's called the Cabo Chop Salad, and is really good. And usually when I just eat the salad part, I'm fine. But, because I don't eat the black beans and the corn that's in it, and the beets. But today I ate the tortilla shell that it comes in. I mean, it was a tomato tortilla, you know how those are kind of orange. But I ate it. So when I got home, I did a double workout on the P90X, or it's not called double workout, it's called like lean machine workout or something, and it's when you do 2 discs. You do 2 of the discs in the 12 disc set or something. And I'm still sore from yesterday, so that kind of kicked my butt. But I'm hoping that it helps me deal with the tortilla today, because other than that, I was totally good. I went to my mother-in-law's house to drop off my 2 little boys who didn't go the shopping, and she cooked tostones, which is fried plantains drizzled with salt, and it's a total like Caribbean thing because they're Puerto Rican, and my kids love it, and everyone loves it. And I took a little bite, but that's it. And usually the plantains are not ripe, so they don't have as much sugar content. And since I only had a bite, I doubt that had any bearing on whatever's going to happen tomorrow. If I am up tomorrow, I don't think it's going to be a lot. So I was up 0.4 today, so I'm 0.4 over LDW. So that's cool. I'm still at 130.6. Sounds like Vicky and I are on the same train this time. I think she was 130.6 today. Christmas is so busy. I can't get into it. I'm into the Jesus Christ part of Christmas. I'm totally feeling that. But I'm not feeling the wrapping a bazillion gifts, decorating the tree, decorating the house, shopping. I'm just not into that part this year. I just cannot get into it. I think it has to do with a diet. It doesn't feel as important. I'm not letting that get in the way of actually making it fun for the kids. I mean, they still know I'm wrapping presents in there. I'm doing it, but I'm just not feeling it. Not feeling that part, the consumer marketing part of it. Oh man. Anyways, that party I went to yesterday felt like how Tom feels when he goes to those parties, like it was a minefield. Nobody else noticed, but it was me. It was like, what am I going to eat? What am I going to eat? Like looking around, and I just started thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going to go into P3, and it's going to be crazy, because now I'm going to try to do it where I'm just doubling up P2 foods, but it's going to be hard because it's the holiday. How could you do that? I mean, Jenny's right. We're masochists trying to diet during the holidays. And to top it off, next week I'm going to be back home at my parents'. And that is, you know how that is for me. It's just craziness. But we'll see. At least it's P3. At least I have a little bit of space, I'm not as restricted, but still it's going to be hard. I'm not saying that it's a struggle yet, because I'm not actually in P3 yet, but I think I'm going to struggle in a way where P2 was very structured and you knew what you can have and what you couldn't have. But P3 is not as structured, and you're going to be more tempted to try things that might not help you in the long run. So I'm going to try to stay focused, but I've never been someone who can stay focused for a long time. In fact, sometimes I think I have adult ADHD or something, I mean, I get obsessed, but that's not the same as being focused, At least I don't think so. But I'm just going to take it one day at a time. And watching everybody's vlogs, people who are on P3, has helped tremendously, because I think of you P3ers that went through it. And while I'm in a situation, what did Yoli do, or what did Jenny do, or what did Mumsy do? I think I'm going to have a lot to talk about during P3, maybe. And it might not be all about the actual eating part of the diet, but I can tell it's probably going to be a lot of the psychological part of the diet. And hopefully it helps people who are going to be entering P3 in a while.